Welcome to this video. In continuation of channel equalization, types, block diagram of linear equalizer, zero forcing equalizer. Now we will discuss about MMSE, that is minimum mean square equalizer. Okay. So first let us discuss about what is minimum mean square error equalizer or estimator. Okay. So in statistics as well as in the signal processing technology, a minimum mean square error estimator is an estimation method. Okay. So this estimation method which minimizes the mean square error, and this is a common measure of estimator quality. Okay, and that will be fitted values of a dependent variable. Okay, this is the basic general about the minimum mean square error. Here we are going to discuss how this MMSC will applicable to the equalizer in digital communication techniques. Okay, in order to estimation with quadratic loss function, we are using the Bayesian setting. Also, this MMSC estimator is given by the posterior mean of the parameter to be estimated. Okay, now let us discuss about the linear MMSC estimator. It is one of the popular choice, or we can say it is easy to use, or we can say it is easy to calculate, and it is a little bit very versatile manner. Okay, and the many popular estimators such as a Wiener filter and Kalman filter, we can relate equivalently are likely to be MMSC. Now, in depth or little bit analyzation we can do in the finite impulse response filter. Okay, we are using a FIR filter, that is finite impulse response filter, and it can equalize the worst case of ISI. Okay, when we can equalize the ISI means whenever the peak distortion value is very small. Okay, whenever the peak level of the distortion is very small, we can equalize the intersymbol interference by using the finite impulse response filter. So this MMSC will give the filter coefficient to keep a minimum square error, that is between the output of the equalizer and the desired signal. Okay, and the MMSC requires a training sequence, that means D of T. The MMSC requires a training sequence, and Y of t and V of t are signals affected by noise. So these are the representation we are giving over here, and this is the MMSC block diagram. That means we are going to analyze over here peak distortion. So what do you mean by peak distortion? That means the magnitude of the difference between the output of the channel and the desired signal. So this is our data sequence which is represented as D of T, and this is the transmitting filter, it is represented as GT of F, and this is the channel response which is represented as C of F, and the output of the channel response is corrupted by noise N of T. And here the noise N of T or intersymbol interference. Okay, that corrupted signal is given to the receiving filter which is represented by GRF. Then we are using a equalizer, and the equalizer is having a frequency response, that is H equivalent of F. Okay, so this is the block diagram, and this block diagram clearly shows that what happens actually and why we are going to use this minimum mean square error equalizer. Now let us have a comparison or study about minimum square error versus or mean square error versus equalizer coefficients. Okay, So that can be written as epsilon. Epsilon is equal to E of V of t minus D of t the whole square. So this equation is nothing but the quadratic multidimensional function of equalizer coefficient values. Okay, quadratic multidimensional function of equalizer coefficient values. Now we are going to illustrate that two real valued equalizer coefficient that can be C1 and C2, or we can say one complex valued coefficients. Okay, so here the graphical representation we can see what is the main aim of MMSE. So in order to find the minimum value directly, or using some Wiener solution, or we can use an algorithm that recursively changes the equalizer coefficient in the current direction. If this is the case on epsilon, then C1 and C2. So we can analyze what are the value or what are the effect of equalizer coefficient when compared with the mean square error. Now, the minimum mean square error criteria can be read as epsilon is equal to E of V of t minus D of t the whole square. Therefore, the minimization parameters can be written as dou epsilon divided by dou Bm is equal to 0. That is equal to 2 into E of V of t minus D of t into dou V of t by dou Bm. And here m is equal to 0 up to n, and it is even. Okay. And also we have to be taken into account that linearity of the expectation and dou by dou x. Okay. For the expected value is taken over noise distribution, and this consideration and this accountability will leads to next orthogonality condition. Okay, so the orthogonality condition is important in such a way that in order to make independently of the filter coefficient. So these all are about the minimum mean square error equalizer. So in this chapter we have thoroughly discussed about digital palm transmission, signal design for zero ISI, controlled ISI, PSI, probability error, and also channel equalization types, then zero forcing equalizer and minimum mean square error equalizer. Thank you all. Hope everyone understood thoroughly. Thank you.